What's up, guys? It's Motoko here, and in this video, I want to talk to you about the new tower event that just came out, the Dahaka Tower. There's some interesting storyline developments that have come into this into light here. Um, this is probably going to be a pretty competitive tower for a lot of various people because there's a new prize. They're throwing out a card, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to want that card. If you look at the event rankings and you look at the details, you'll see um, the rewards details. So to be at the top 500 right now, you need 68 boss kills. That's going to go up probably. It's not going to stay that way. Um, the Heartful Egg is going to be a prize, ability tickets, and you're going to get 10 crystals as well for being top 500. Last event, I wasn't really concerned too much with being top 500, but I believe this event I'm going to really push hard for it. I feel like I have the cards necessary to do it, so I'm going to keep trying to push my way up. Some interesting notes about setups right now. So most people are using Thief at the moment. And they're using some sort of setup with Cat Sith and Fat Chocobo, which is probably a very good setup to use. I'm having issues with Hades at the moment because Hades, while a good healing card, is not that great for certain classes, and because the boss does an attack down move, it really hampers your ability to get heals from Hades for a couple of turns. And there's a window where the boss can kind of do a couple of big moves in a row and kill you while you have a reduced healing ability. So because of that reason, I don't recommend using Hades. Probably Yuna is a better bet if you don't have Cat Sith. Cat Sith is probably going to be the best bet because he has Asuna and he can kind of clear some of those debuffs from you um, and get you back into the fight. This is a setup that I'm trying to experiment and play around with for my water fire variation of this fight. I'm using a fire poo poo. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to stick with that. The reason I'm using a fire poo poo is when he goes into water form and I put the fire poo poo up, it forces him to go back into fire mode pretty rapidly, and so he'll switch within a turn or two, and then I can go back to using Bayako on him and hopefully get him into a break rather quickly. There are difficulties to using Assassin. He has problems with the Mind Flayer boss, especially when the Mind Flayer boss puts faith on himself. It's kind of hard to get rid of that. So I've been having some issues to dying to mini bosses and things, and overall survivability with Assassin. So I'm probably going to try and find another class to use. Thief is a good option, but I'm not sold on it yet. I've been trying to play around also with my combat surgeon as well. I think I'm going to try and tinker around with him some more. The problem with my combat surgeon is I don't have 4-star air and earth cards for combat surgeon. So I'm kind of in a pickle right now as far as setups and stuff are concerned. I'm still trying to work them out and iron them out. I think this is a pretty solid setup right here for the Earth Air variant of this. Um, both Poo Poos and Carbuncle and Fat Chocobo on a night. So far, I haven't really died using this setup. It's not it's definitely not going to win you any speed contests doing this, but it is a slow, steady grinder. I can try it on the fire water variant and kind of show you guys what it's about and what it does. But basically, it's just a real slow auto battle type composition and things. So those are some of the notes and things that I have for this. This is one of the mini bosses right here. This guy has not been into the game up until this point, so having him around is kind of nice because you can farm his materials and augment some of the fire cards that have been more difficult to augment up until this point. The other mini bosses are the Dynamite, the Lich, and the Killer Mantis. So it's pretty nice because those are some of the key things that you need to augment some of your cards and level up their abilities and things. But anyways, guys, I'll probably do one more quick video with this to higher up in the tower after I kind of get my setups a little bit more solid. They're still kind of fluid. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what works best. Right now, I'm really liking this knight setup, though. The carbuncle with the fat chocobo is a good combination, especially for knight because they have such high hit points. That it really does work. If you don't have a 4-star fat chocobo, guys, you really need to get one. I've already said it, I don't know how many times in numerous videos of mine. Fat chocobos should be the very first card you augment because it's useful for every class. And there's not a class in the game that won't be able to use it. You're pretty much going to... It's almost a mandatory card for tower events going into the future. And really, there's not very many cards coming down the line that could compete with Fat Chocobo. So definitely get it to 4 stars, guys. It's a great card to have. Anyways, that's all I have for this video, guys. If you have any questions or you want to know anything about the tower event, please leave a comment in the comments below, and I will be sure to get to that as soon as I possibly can. I always read the comments, guys, and I always try to reply to everybody. There's a few comments that have been left that I haven't replied to just because they're just general comments, and honestly, they don't really warrant me trying to reply to something so, vague in general. So anyways, yep, that's what I got for right now, guys. I'll see you guys next video.